Thank you. I think maybe before I answer your question, I'll just like to add one or two to what my panelists mentioned. I think the two of us here, we are from the listed space or we represent listed funds. So effectively what it means to everyone here, I think we all know that property is capital intensive. For you to buy a house or to buy anything property related, it's expensive. But to be honest, it's fairly a myth. You can go today and buy a share of a property at 3 pula. Then you own LLR, you own a well-diversified portfolio with industrial assets, with retail, and so on and so forth for that 1 pula. I think that's something that maybe in our market we haven't been really looking into. I mean, we invest in real estate for two simple reasons, two simple objectives. Number one, we're looking for the cash return. You want money to come into your pocket, which we issue out as your dividend or your distribution. You want capital appreciation. Capital appreciation in terms of, in simple terms, growth in valuation of your property. But if you look at us, you're looking at the growth in terms of the appreciation of your share price. And again, I mean, investing in our area, it's fairly liquid. If you want to sell your share tomorrow, Mr. Nzinga will be waiting for it. If it's an LLR share or an RDC share or any of the other 4 listed companies, there is demand for our shares. I think now going back to maybe looking into our market, I think Nzinga did state that, I mean, I think we did go through a lot of uncertainty. That is about 2 years or so ago, where you would wake up one morning never knowing what's going to happen in the next 24 hours or 36 hours or 48 hours, whether you'll still be alive or you will be gone. Whether you'll be sitting in this conference room or whether you'll be working from home. And I think, of course, I mean, we all believe that maybe after COVID, we'll all be working from home. But being human beings, we are social beings. We like to interact with other human beings. So we like going to offices. We like going to shopping centers. If you look at Botswana, which is what we had this earlier discussion, in 2002, when I started working, 2 shopping centers came up. One was developed by Mr. Sinye, that is Riverwalk, and the other one was Game City. And we looked at it and said, wow, this is too much for our market. It's a very small market. We've been going to Mafikeng to do our shopping. Will the shopping centers survive? A couple of years later, Mr. Victor again, he went and developed Airport Junction. While we were still awed, he went and developed Rail Park. A couple of years ago, before COVID, I mean, we visited quite a number of African countries. And as we speak, we've invested in one in Kenya, looking for opportunities. We visited Kumasi in Ghana, went to a shopping center, a beautiful built shopping center with all the wheels and bells. Sat there for 2-3 hours, there was no movement, not much activity. It was a weekend on a Saturday. So we drove about 4 kilometers or so, went to a market. It was jam-packed. You come to Botswana or to Gaborone, you drive to shopping centers, they are packed. The retailers are trading very well. That is reflected in terms of their renewals, in terms of the sort of escalations that you can achieve. Because at the end of the day, when you are negotiating or agreeing on rentals, effectively, someone is going to pay that rental. And you are paying it from cash from your operations, not from your pocket, not from, I mean, it happens. I mean, my wife will be, running a small shop, and she'll be paying rent from my salary, you know. I mean, I love her, so it happens. But effectively, you want to run a profitable business, so what happens? You negotiate a rental that works for you, and at the end of the day, it's determined as a market rental. You go into the industrial sector, which is one sector that we are quite big on as LLR. I mean, we've got almost 200,000 square meters of industrial properties. We are the biggest industrial property owner in Botswana as a single entity. We did get a bit of pushback during COVID in terms of rentals, where we had a bit of downward reversions, not much, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5%. But now we are seeing things now starting to pick up. The demand is huge.
Thank you very much,